actually have a weekly radio show that's obviously that was centrated here from the Valley. So I'm wondering if you would give a few minutes to explain that radio show, what it does, the heart of it, if you wouldn't mind, and telling the audience, because I was reading a little bit of it the last few days, and I really think it's a pretty awesome message. And if you wouldn't mind just kind of speaking about it, I think it would be really cool to let the folks know what it's about.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you, Cody. The show's called Hometown Heroes. If you're looking for it online, it's hometownheroesradio.com, and it airs on a number of different radio stations, most on the West Coast. But about 15 years ago, when I was doing television, I started interviewing World War II veterans, mostly because my grandfather was in the war and I wanted to capture his story. And I thought, all these guys, they haven't talked about this. And these are incredible stories. And his was incredible. He got a Silver Star for pulling 26 guys out of burning tanks. And there's something that he said to me when I asked him about that. I said, hey, everybody else was getting out of there and you kept going back in. What were you thinking? He said, what was I thinking? I thought I was going to get killed. And I said, well, I'm glad you didn't. And he said, yeah, you wouldn't be around. And, I did that too. I chuckled, and then it kind of sank in. Hey, that's true. I would have never been born. My grandpa didn't make it out of that. And so many of us are really in that position, and we might not even realize it because our dads, our grandpas, our whoever haven't talked about it, haven't told us what they've gone through. So for the last 15 years, I've had the privilege every week of interviewing World War II guys. And when I travel with the Bulldogs, I meet veterans in those places and I interview them, and then I put those stories on the radio. So I've met so many incredible people. It's changed my perspective on the value of freedom, of the things that we could take for granted that we really shouldn't, and what so many men and women have been through and have done on our behalf. And it's really been one of the greatest privileges of my life to spend that time with them, to understand who they are, the way they lived, and how that should really shape the way we live today. And to see the community respond through the Honor Flight program has probably been the best part of all that. So we were able to get that launched here in Fresno in 2013, where we take veterans to Washington, D.C. to see their memorials free of charge. And that's something that it's all volunteers, it's all donations, and it has been absolutely incredible to see young people, old people, people from the right and the left politically, from any religious background, from all the things that we hear are supposed to divide us. When it comes to honoring our veterans, those things are pushed aside, and people say, we can all agree, these men and women deserve our gratitude. And so that has been really impactful for me too. It reminds me that you can have dreams, you can hope, you can bring people together, and you can get things done here in the Valley when you find a cause strong enough to bring people together that way. And that's, I think, just another gift from our veterans who have given so much.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that, Paul. I appreciate it, and that's a great story to hear. Is there a website that they can go and donate to the cause, like what you were just mentioning, to help these veterans go to Washington?
Yeah, the website is CV, like Central Valley, cvhonorflight.org. So on that website, you can sign up a veteran who hasn't gone, and it's open now for World War II veterans, Korean War veterans, and Vietnam veterans. We have to wait for permission to fly again with COVID era till it's safe to do so. But as soon as it is, we'll be taking veterans again. So you sign them to go. You can be a guardian to go with them and stay within arm's length and do everything they do and help them have a greater experience. And then, since it's all donations, every dollar helps. And you can donate right online there too at cvhonorflight.org. I hope I said that right. cvhonorflight.org, not .com, .org. And the other cool thing on the website, just since you asked, is pictures. So we've done 20 flights, had 1,333 veterans who've had this experience because people in the Valley are so generous. Wow. And the pictures from every one of those 20 flights are online. So you can scroll through and see the people who've already gone and see what that experience is like.
Awesome.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool. I know I've seen videos. I think maybe that you have posted or other people that have posted, but I've seen videos of them, coming home, or whether it be getting there, and it's incredible with all the people that show up each and every time. It's not like, it's not like once a week, but I mean, it is quite often that they do this, and it's so cool every time to see how many people are so excited for them to be able to have this opportunity to go and do that. It's really cool. So,
I get
I
goosebumps every time. It never gets old. And, you were talking about Fresno State. I should say Fresno State's been very supportive of this effort too. And they've been great with welcoming so many of our veterans at football and basketball and baseball games. And I can't remember the last time there was a basketball game where the biggest cheer wasn't for the hero of the game, a veteran getting honored there. So that says something about our community, that people get it. And the more we talk about it, I think that more that hammers that home and reminds us that there are good things to celebrate in our community, that there are people that we can look to as examples, and that maybe we can follow that example in the way we serve our community and our country.